Saturn often gets a really bad rap in astrology, and it's associated, yes, with limitations, challenges, authority figures, and the father. The father's often that first imprint of authority. And that can also lead to the potential of a father wound. And when we're looking at a child's chart, Saturn isn't something to fear. Let me repeat that. When you're looking at your child's chart, Saturn is not something to fear. In fact, it's one of the greatest gifts we can give our children is helping them develop a healthy relationship with Saturn themes. Because Saturn is where they're going to learn to trust themselves, where they're developing self-discipline and resilience and confidence, competence, and ultimately their own inner authority that they'll live with their entire lives. And here's where conscious parenting becomes really important and helpful. If we are afraid of Saturn in our child's chart, we can unintentionally project that fear onto them. We may begin expecting struggle. We may focus more on what is difficult rather than what is being developed. And instead of helping them build confidence, we could unknowingly reinforce the feelings of inadequacy and judgment or limitations or rejection and abandonment. This is why conscious parenting is never just about understanding our child's chart. It's also about understanding ourselves, because every child will trigger something within us. They will activate our strengths and they will activate our wounds. And often they will reveal the story, the very healing work we still need to do. It's probably why they came into our lives in the first place. So when I work with parents, I really encourage them to look at their own relationship with authority, with responsibility, achievement, success, and self-worth, and their own Saturn story and childhood. What messages did you receive growing up? How were the mistakes handled? What expectations were placed on you? Did you feel supported? Did you feel judged? Do you feel you've had to earn love through achievement? These are Saturn questions. And if we're not aware of our own Saturn story, we can unintentionally pass those patterns on to our children. So this is especially meaningful when we explore the father wound, because the father wound is often bigger than the relationship with our biological fathers. It's about authority and it's about guidance and feeling protected or what expectations were put on us. It's about examples we inherited. For mothers, this can also be an opportunity to look compassionately at the father of your children, not to excuse them and not to ignore their behavior or make excuses for bad behavior, but just to get curious and consider what the relationship was with their father. What did he learn about being a man, about taking care of children, about being emotional or vulnerable? What wounds did he inherit? Because every father was once a son. And often what shows up in parenting today, it does come from generations before. We always parent either wanting to do the opposite of what we experienced or trying to emulate it if it was good. I've personally found it helpful to explore these patterns through astrology. And it's not like a diagnosis or to blame anyone. It's just having this understanding of the larger story unfolding in the family system. It radically can change the way that we parent and the way that we see our partner or our child's father. Astrology gives us a more objective lens, and it helps us recognize that our children are not extensions of us. They're unique souls with their own lessons and gifts and life path. Our role is not to control their journey. Our role is to create safety and a supportive environment where they can develop the confidence and wisdom they need to walk their own journey. So this Father's Day, again, consider exploring more than your child's chart. Look at dad's story. Look at grandpa's story. Look at the beliefs and fears and strengths and the lessons that may have traveled through the generations. You may not only find greater understanding of your child, but greater compassion for yourself and the people who came before you. Because healing the father wound isn't just about looking backward. It's about creating a healthier legacy moving forward, breaking those generational patterns. And if you'd like support understanding your child's Saturn placement or your family dynamics or unique lessons that are unfolding in your family, I offer parent-child astrology sessions and conscious parenting coaching. I'd be honored to help you understand your child and create a more nurturing environment for their growth and development as well as yours. Thanks everyone. Thanks for being here, and keep nurturing your astrology.